Love Beyond Comprehension by Dude the Best Lion. A beautiful Lhasa Apso puppy of a month old charmed us in no time and became our forever family member in 2002. Having him is one of the best decisions ever made. We named him Bobo, which means treasure. He is also called Dude and Lion. Dude is no ordinary doggie. He is very smart and possesses many beautiful qualities. He is able to feel shame and he cried with tears. Our love story did not stop when he passed in 2017. Dude returned to his family shortly after his passing. It was a shocking and eye-opening revelation that animals have souls. Puppyhood of the best lion, let's enjoy. We gave Dude milk and puppy food at the beginning. His appetite grew with time. He was getting impatient for having lunch. He spun, even barking to complain. Finally, Dude enjoyed his puppy food of special formula. He grew stronger day by day. He reached 2.8 kilograms in 4 weeks. His mom loved playing with him all the time. Sometimes he ignored mom's calling. Bobo, come to mom.
No, I don't come.
Until mom tempted him with his favorite snacks. Dude was very food-minded. Dude is our first dog. We did not realize how special and gifted he is at the beginning. Puppy Dude was very bored at home, as he was not allowed to get out of the house until he had all his vaccinations by 3 months old. After having all vaccinations, he did not kick his legs anymore. The bored puppy was super excited when he had visitors during weekends. He ran joyfully between our legs. Dude is very amiable. He could not stop wagging his tail when we lifted him. He also enjoyed a tummy rub. He loved being tidy and clean. He started his fur shaking behavior by 2 months old. Dude never got tired of being petted. He was the center of our attention.
More petting, please.
Dude was so full of puppy energy. He was smaller than the puppy toy when he joined his family. Within a month, he grew so much already. Everything was new to Puppy Dude. He appeared like a normal, playful, and curious puppy. Bobo, come here. He recognized his name within a week. None of us would expect what was to unfold 15 years later. After playing, Puppy Dude needed a nap. His mom disturbed him and he woke up for a second. No matter Dude was awake or sleeping, his cuteness was irresistible. Dude was not afraid of height yet. He remained calm when he was being combed on a chair. He resisted combing his tummy fur.
Help!
Dude was getting used to his beauty treatment. His mom always said he seemed like a Saint Bernard puppy. She bought many baskets for Dude to use. However, it could be a trap. By the way, he just had a haircut on his forehead.
Mom, let me go down.
His mom did not grant his wish yet. The helpless puppy kept studying how to get out. Dude is very cautious. He studied before taking actions. He copied much of his mom's character. He does not give up easily. His mom bought a giraffe toy to have fun with Puppy Dude. Dude never saw anything that moved like that. He was terrified and he hid under his favorite hiding place.
What kind of monster is it?
Bobo, come!
No way!
Dude had a new visitor. He was delighted. After he became an adult, he did not flip and show his tummy like this anymore to strangers. We did not know how to train puppies. The only commands his mom taught him are sit and come. Those were the golden days when we carried Puppy Dude inside a bike basket during the weekends for an afternoon tea and shopping. It lasted for almost half a year before he became too big for the basket. Happy times through. When Dude was a year old, I went overseas for work. Since then, he lived with his mom alone. He did not have any doggy companion, except when our parents stayed overnight on some weekends. He spent his lonely days waiting for his mom to return home from work. A year later, I met Dude's uncle and brought him to see Dude. Year after year, I returned home once a year to visit my family and friends. Dude was overjoyed whenever I returned. He was very sad when I needed to leave again. A long story was behind. Dude was almost killed prematurely. The pampered little prince was caught and put to a high-kill shelter. If the timing was not on Dude's side, he would have lived barely 3 years when a sudden change happened. At that time, he dared not dream of what could happen after he turned 9 years old. Thanks to the neck microchip, Dude was saved by his mom just in time before being put to sleep. When Dude was 8 years old, he could no longer bear the pain to see me leave again. He jumped into my empty suitcase, asking me to stay or take him with me. None of us knew that his wish would come true a year afterwards, when his mom needed to go overseas again. I was able to welcome Dude by that time. Although it was his wish to live with his auntie and uncle, he also missed his mom. It was a dilemma. The best for him is we all lived in the same place. Besides, he needed to adapt to a new country in a different continent. When he was already 9 years old, it was a big shock. After the first half a year, Dude fully adapted and started to enjoy a brand new life. His mom said he had a great retirement life. Unlike his previous lonely and boring life, Dude hiked in the forest and even snow mountain. He also swam in the Mediterranean Sea, leaving his lovely paw prints on the beaches. Except birds, chinchillas, cats and dogs, Dude had never seen any other animals before. He was astonished to see something as big as cows. During his stay with us, he also saw elephants, horses, ducks, squirrels, starfish, etc. Dude is not only loyal, but also very responsible. He was our chief security officer. Do not get fooled by his cute look and underestimate his ability. Dude liked spending most of his time in the front porch, guarding our house. Dude was on guard at all times. He woke up in the middle of the night and barked when he identified a strange sound. When Dude was indoor, he might do something else. The only thing his mom allowed him to destroy is tissue. Dude kept that favorite pastime. His uncle told me to let him continue with such behavior, as we would know which rooms he had visited. Other than traveling within Spain, we carried Dude to other European countries as well. For example, we had a good time with Dude in Lisbon. Doggies are allowed to join many activities in Spain. We took Dude to his favorite Retiro park often. In the past, his mom always walked him with a leash. His uncle trained him to walk on his own without a leash. Dude became more and more relaxed with time. He liked exploring and walked ahead of us. Therefore, his playful uncle suggested me to observe his reaction under stressful situations. He took me to hide behind a big tree and see how Dude would react when we disappeared. First, Dude made an assumption to return, as he knew we were behind him. He accelerated and hoped to catch us quicker. He paused, as it seemed a bit far already. He looked back and did not see us, so he continued in the same direction. When he saw the entrance, he ran the opposite direction at once. Dude still could not find us, so he stopped and tried to think of where we could be. I did not want Dude to suffer for too long, so we went out to let him find us. Dude was very relieved whenever he found us. However, he became alert that we might have fun with him again, so he looked back to check us out from time to time. With our keen observations in different circumstances, Dude's character and intelligence were identified. His mom was afraid that Dude would run into troubles if he had fights with other doggies. Therefore, he was never allowed to socialize. We wanted to remove his fear. With some training and encouragement, he was able to socialize freely. Socializing with people was another challenge. Dude did not allow strangers to pet him. We insisted on training him to trust people. Dude is very affectionate. He loved being hugged. He felt being loved and showed his gratefulness. The best description of the relationship between Dude and his mom is the single mom and her only son. His mom was his everything. Before he came to live with us, they loved each other tremendously. Dude was enthusiastic in greeting her. This happened not only after she returned home from work, but also when she woke up in the morning. Dude loved being petted, and we loved petting him. Good amount of happy hormone, dopamine, was released in all of us. We made a perfect match for each other. Dude enjoyed the massage on his neck. He had a very funny leg-kicking behavior while enjoying his massage. Who said old dogs cannot learn new tricks? Dude swam the first time in the Mediterranean Sea when he was 9 years old. Dude did not enjoy very much his first swimming experience. He might wonder why the water is so salty. We gave him swimming lessons in the pool when he was already 13 years old. Dude used to eat the teeth brushing sticks. However, he stopped eating them. As a result, we needed to carry him to have teeth cleansing. He was left with anesthetic. There was a heartwarming story behind it. Although Dude's wisdom grew with time, sometimes he still behaved like a child. In general, he did not like seeing wets, as he had some really bad experiences before. In fact, he behaved very well with injections and blood withdrawals. Once he discovered that we were taking him to see wets, he would cry non-stop in the car, begging us to change our mind. Dude enjoyed good health since he was a puppy. However, starting from 13 years old, he coughed in the early morning. We took Dude to see different vets and found that he started having a heart problem. Since then, I fed him twice daily with ground medicine mixed with juice. Since having the medication, his coughing stopped. He could walk longer distances again. I was hopeful that he could live some more good years. The biggest hiking achievement of all time. We are very proud that Dude reached the top of the famous mountain Las Tetas de Viana, mostly by himself when he was nearly 14 years old. Even though his legs and joints were weak, Dude had a strong will. He only asked for help in paths that are impossible to be accessed, even by young and fit doggies. In Dude's last summer, we carried him to have a long trip of a complete month in many southern Spanish cities. Temperature there could be above 40 degrees Celsius in summer. We took Dude to cool off in the fountain and have fun. Dude might not like getting wet, but he was contented to have fun with his beloved uncle. This happy memory is everlasting. Our chief security officer had not overcome his fear to swim in the sea. Hence, he stayed on the beach, guarding our belongings. We teased Dude by asking him to swim with us. He ran for his life. Since Dude had heart disease, we took him for regular checkup. By the end of 2016, the blood tests showed that Dude's kidneys were declining. I started to worry that he would not live as long as we expected. His mom did not visit him for a few years. Fortunately, she suddenly came. The trip was unplanned. The night when she packed her suitcases, Dude cried bitterly. His tears were falling. Dude might have noticed that his health was declining, and it could be the last time to see his mom. In December, Dude had his last hiking. We were surprised that he could walk all alone uphill for half an hour. Dude was cheerful, and we did not know that we were about to lose him pretty soon. We all knew that Dude enjoyed singing and is gifted in music. However, we did not realize that he actually likes classical music. His favorite piece is Moonlight Sonata of Beethoven. When Dude came to Spain, he did not travel inside the plane cabin, as his weight was marginal for the restriction. He should not know that he was actually inside a plane and flew in the sky. When we were about to renew the annual pass of the zoo, I asked Dude's uncle to add the cable car ride to it, as I wanted Dude to see the city view. Luckily, once we got the renewal, we carried him to have a car ride. His days were numbered already. Dude had developing cataract since his migration. He could still see reasonably well. On both the outgoing and return trips, he paid close attention to the outside view. He was amazed by the stunning view. I was glad that we provided our best lion such an experience before he left us all of a sudden. 3 weeks after the cable car ride, Dude was surprised that we carried him to a new place. He was bathed just the day before. His fur was as soft as that of the chinchillas. He walked very slowly. Therefore, we did not let him walk as long as planned. We let him rest and returned home earlier. Just 5 weeks after the cable car ride, Dude had serious problem in walking. We mistook it as a result of recent nail trimming. We painfully lost Dude after he struggled and fought for his life in 2 vet clinics when we were still learning how to cope with our new life without Dude. Strange things kept happening shortly after he passed. In the end, Dude's uncle, who did not believe ghosts existed, told me that the strange visitor is in fact our best lion. Although it sounded incredible, I was immediately convinced. Dude's return was unbelievable and yet very comforting. Dude only changed his form of existence. He is still with us. Dude the best lion was trying hard to tell us that our bonding was not torn by the authority of death. No wonder his uncle always said, "His lion is the best." Although we were very touched by Dude's return, we still missed him greatly. No matter it was a short or long trip, he always traveled with us. Everywhere got his footprints. Everywhere reminded us of our most loyal and loving family member. Dude loved checking us out from time to time. He was attentive to our daily activities. Our invisible Dude is still around us and made his presence known once in a while. Shortly upon his passing, Dude developed many new forms of communication with his family. He even managed to tell me "I love you" in a very tricky way. Dude is truly no ordinary doggie. Most importantly, he loves us more than he himself ever knew. More information and videos of Dude can be found on his website.